Good morning, everyone. So, thank you for everybody who joined me yesterday for the Lionsgate reading. It was pretty amazing. Wiped my energy out. 2 hours of like straight reading, you guys. It was fun though. I had a really good time. I love doing lives. So, if you missed it and you would like to watch it again, or you would like to watch it again, um, check out the replay. There was a lot of really good information for each of the signs and what to do. Somebody asked me how long the timeline was for that reading. And I would say till August 15th, which is the full moon. You can bet on those energies being really, really strong up to August 15th. And then we're going to do a lot of releasing for that full moon in Aquarius. The things that I know, some of the stuff that I need to work on and release. Most of the work that I've been doing this year on releasing so that I can receive is internal. Um, because everything that I work on releasing internally, any kind of anger or sadness or pain or um, just any people that I'm holding on to or situations that I'm holding on to from my past. Every time I release something, that turns into a blessing in the 3D. So remember that when you're doing your rituals and stuff. I did get a few more rituals on Instagram for the Lionsgate portal, and I really liked that. So thank you guys for sharing that with me. We'll do another full moon ritual to release with this Aquarius full moon on August 15th and the intentions that we're going to set to release stuff. And you can share those pictures with me again. So the energy for today is still very, very fiery because we have the moon in Sagittarius. The moon will be in Sagittarius until tomorrow evening, and then it'll move into Capricorn, steady Capricorn, where things will chill out for a little bit, for a couple of days. With the moon in Sagittarius, the sun is also conjunct Venus. The moon is trine Jupiter. The sun is trine Jupiter. Venus is trine Jupiter. So all of this really equals like feeling really, really good about yourself, feeling super. My Sagittarius girlfriend said she texted me this morning, told me that she felt sexy today, and I was like, well, that makes a lot of sense. The moon is in Sagittarius. I always feel better every month when the moon is in Sagittarius because my moon is in Sagittarius and it trines with my Mercury in Leo. So if you have any questions about your chart and the aspects and stuff like that, take a look. I suggest doing astro.com or astrocharts.com. Some people were asking me how to do their birth charts. There is a link in the description box for astrocharts.com. That's sort of it's a very beginner's website. That's why I send everybody there. If they don't know what their chart looks like, I send everybody to astrocharts.com because the charts are very easy to read. The positions are very easy to read, and getting your chart, basic chart read, it's not going to be super personalized, is pretty inexpensive. So check out astrocharts.com. The link is in the description box below. Everything's really fiery today, so let's see what's going on. This is actually going to go through, I think I'm going to do a daily reading on Sunday. I'm going to take a break from daily readings tomorrow morning, but I will do one on Sunday morning. So this is going to be the energy for today and tomorrow. Also, remember that because energy is fluid and time isn't linear, just because I'm doing the cards for today and tomorrow, and we're talking about the energy for today and tomorrow, this could resonate for you next week. It could resonate next month. It could resonate in 6 months. It's really funny, and I've told this story a couple of times, but I want you guys to understand that when we say that, we really mean it. Like there was on my homepage, Eric with Divine Conversations on YouTube did a reading on January 31st. And I'm always going to remember this date just because it was just like, that's crazy that when we say time isn't linear and energy is fluid, like it totally showed me But that January 31st reading showed up in my home feed in, I think it was in like April. It was either April or the beginning of May or something like that. And so I watched it and it resonated that day. So it was like 4 months after he did the reading, and pop, there it was on my homepage. So, which is a crazy synchronicity that sort of happened. And I think I think it was April 30th. It was the last day of the month. And I thought, oh, that's really cool, because it was the last day of January that he did this reading. Anyways, that's what we mean when we say that. And if you're just tuning into the daily readings, I suggest actually like watching other daily readings too, to see if maybe that resonated with you as well, just to kind of get an idea of how the energy works with you. It's really interesting because when I do these readings, I don't typically remember them. So, especially after like yesterday doing all of the signs together, that was a lot of energy being spent between everyone. So I don't remember any of the readings. I remember the Virgo reading just because I'm a Virgo, and it was, I kept on saying, stop fighting with people, Virgo. And it was very true to form. Also, I sat down here to turn the camera on, and my sweet little Leo had a McDonald's play toy sitting here. It was actually like literally like sitting in this spot, and I had to move it. But I just wanted to show you guys that. He has Simba, a little Simba thing. He will be 6 on Tuesday next week. It's crazy to even think about that. All right, guys, let's see what we've got going on today. Okay, lots of self-care. Looks like the Divine Feminine is needing to treat herself. And we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Queen of Cups. Oh, also everybody's asking where the Capricorn and the Cancer readings are, and they will be out today. So do not fear. I did not forget about you. So I feel like with this Queen of Cups energy, there's this, there's this need to see that your happiness and stability all come from the inside. That this love and acceptance that you have for yourself is going to spill out into, like I said about with me, the work that I've been doing this year is all internal, because whatever energy I feel internally about myself, that's going to spill over into my outside world, right? But it's really interesting because I feel like this is kind of like a shocking aha, like, oh, damn, I actually am really, really happy and comfortable with my life, and I need to recognize that that's what's happening right now. It's an emotional, it feels like an emotional shock. So we also have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Cups, and we have the Tower. I'm going to get one card, and then we'll kind of talk about it and then do clarifiers. Let's get one more card. Yeah. And this moment in time, whether, and it doesn't even have to be something that happens on the outside, right? This Tower moment could really be internal. The last card that came out was the Wheel of Fortune. So the energy that's happening right now, and with that Lionsgate portal, remember the portal is open until August 12th, and then it closes, and then August 13th is going to be a really big day, because that's when we're supposed to go forth with this new energy, with the new uploads, with the new realizations of what it is that we want to do in our lives and how we're going to put ourselves out there in the world. So August 13th is going to be really big. It's, for you guys to do that. And that's next Tuesday, right? So I feel like what is happening for the next couple of days is there's going to be this shift in energy, this aha moment where you realize that no matter what you have in your environment, or no matter who's around, or what you're doing in your environment on a daily basis, you are content, you are happy, because you're happy with yourself. It's not that, it may be that you're in the middle of a divorce or something like that, and there are some really bad things going on, But if you really look within yourself and find and see that aspect within yourself, you can get this energy shift pretty quickly. For some of you, you need to find the inner love. You need to find that love and acceptance within yourself so you can recognize the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups and not let it be an illusion, right? Because sometimes we think that the only way that we're going to be happy is if our external world is all put together and all right. But I will tell you 100% your external world will never be all put together. It will never be 100% right. And that's what we have to recognize. The reason why healers stress internal love and healing within yourself is because you can't count on anything else in your in your 3D world, in your environment, in your world, and people around you and the situations around you. You can't count on any of them being 100% for you every single day. You know what you can count on being 100% for you? Yourself, right? And there's this aha moment that happens. And what's funny is one of the things that one of the messages that I've received from people about this Lionsgate portal energy is that they are depressed and they are sad and they feel like they've lost everything and they feel like they don't want to live anymore. And I've been there. Like, I understand that. I get it. I get not wanting to live anymore. I've been in that kind of energy. The thing is it's not that you don't want to live anymore. It's that you don't want to live the life that you're living right now. And that can change. But there are some things that are going to have to fall by the wayside first. The things that don't bring you joy and happiness in your external world, in your environment, all of the things that don't bring you joy and happiness, they just bring you down and they make you feel, whether it's a person, whether it's a situation, I don't care. If it's bringing you down, then it's going to be very hard for you to see that your stability lies within. You see what I'm saying? You see how that works? Let's see what this Ace of Cups is. So, through all the chaos and the pain and the triggering and the hurt, through all of that, you can find peace within yourself. I feel like there's one particular person in your life right now that takes joy or it like makes them happy to see you miserable. I literally want you to like use your spidey web to like shut that person up. You know what I mean? Like, all you got to do is just look at them very calmly, and it's almost as if you can like telepathically make them just go away by looking at them and being like, whatever it is that you are saying it doesn't even matter to me. It means nothing to me. And the fact that you're still talking is even worse because nobody's really listening to you, right? That's what this Knight of Swords on the Ace of Cups is making me feel like. Let's see what this Queen of Cups is, because I feel like there is a big emphasis on the divine feminine energy right now because of the moon and how it has been interacting with the planets in such dramatic ways lately. Like just in the last couple of weeks, and if you're curious about that, then you're going to have to check out some other, okay, here we go. So you do have a counterpart. When I say you, I mean the divine feminine has a counterpart in the divine masculine as they are coming up as the King of Cups. So there's two very emotional individuals here who are very well paired together. And when I say very well paired together, I mean they both came up as the same suit. And it's like they have so many deep emotions and may not show it a lot, but they're still there. This could be a reconciliation of sorts as well. If there's a reconciliation that's happening between you and somebody else, I feel like it's coming really from a heart chakra. It's coming from a heart chakra centered place, and it's bringing stability and happiness back into the picture, almost as if it was gone for a time. Some of this stability is happening because you are placing healthy boundaries. The Seven of Wands. And you're standing your ground. You're really, really standing your ground right now. Whether you're the male or the female version, and it doesn't have to be a water sign. Since this is a general reading, we're just going to talk about emotions and the kind of people that the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups can be. The Queen of Cups is extremely intuitive. The King of Cups is as well. He just doesn't show it as much. But the Seven of Wands on, it's almost as if you're, it feels like you are defending your place. You're defending your spot. You're defending what it is that makes your life stable. There had to have been a point with this Tower. Things are definitely going to be changing. I mean, this is too big down here. This is too, there has to be an energy shift that's going on with these two cards. We'll get there. But let's see. I mean, that's really powerful down here. Let's see what this Ten of Cups is. Okay. Yeah, there's like this healing moment that has to happen. And the Wheel of Fortune. Let's get one for the Wheel of Fortune. That one. Okay. I'm going to flip those over here in a minute. But the Sun on the Ten of Cups is really showing that the healing portion of whatever it was that happened up here with the Knight of Swords. I mean, look at that. It was almost as if love was met with anger, or love met up with the anger and kind of squashed it, you know? It's like somebody tried to get angry or tried to be angry about something. It just sounds familiar. I've done that before. Like I've tried to be angry about something before and it's like, probably not so much, right? So the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Cups, I do feel that there was a healing moment that happened, and it was kind of like all is in place now. All is good. All is put together. There's no hard feelings there, because the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's almost as if the energy was shifted in a way because this anger was met with love and not with anger. Okay, somebody felt the Tower moment with the Page of Pentacles, with the Tower moment. Somebody felt very diminished. Somebody felt very diminished, and that brought on a Tower moment. Which I feel like is what in turn brought on the anger. Or maybe the anger was what caused the Tower moment and diminishing the other person. Or something. Words will be said. And it may be like somebody speaking their truth, but not speaking it in a very nice way, which can happen. But we still have to respect that somebody spoke their truth. You know what I mean? So that Page of Pentacles is like, it's almost as if this person felt diminished by words that were said. And then that person, the person that was diminished, whether it was the king or the queen, doesn't matter. However that person felt diminished, they met the angry person with love and changed the whole process. Oh yeah, and then Justice on the Wheel of Fortune. Pretty powerful, because if you look at the Justice card, she has the Wheel of Fortune above her. But everything, once the energy shifted, and so here's the moral of the story is when somebody's projecting onto you, you meet them with love instead of more anger, right? That's how we feed our souls. That's how we find our stability. You keep your healthy boundaries, but through the healing process, everybody wins, right? Everybody wins when you shift the energy right now. And this is a big thing, because those who are not woke, those who do not walk this planet in love, I mean, I am a very love and light individual. I love to I radiate love as much as I possibly can, right? But that doesn't mean I don't get irritated. And it doesn't mean that I don't have anxiety. And it doesn't mean that I don't get angry sometimes or sad sometimes. And it doesn't mean that I'm perfect, because I have a tendency when I am anxious or angry or sad or irritated to snap. I just do, like, I don't raise my voice or anything. I have in the past, and I have such a long fuse that it takes a lot to get me angry, right? There are some triggers that are worse than others, but again, so I'm not saying that I'm perfect, and by saying that, like, I'm not saying that I'm perfect by any means. I can be the Knight of Swords sometimes. Everybody can. The thing is those who are not woke, or those who do not understand how to flip the switch and be like, okay, that was not necessary. I need to pull myself back. I need to get centered again, and I need to radiate love and not anger. Those who don't know how to do that, you have to be the example. You have to show them and meet them with love, no matter how hard that is. And when somebody's projecting onto you and they're triggering you, you have to ask yourself, how is this triggering me? Put a name to it. How is this triggering me? How is it making me feel? And how do I move on? Right? Because everything is so fiery right now, and everybody just wants to go, 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 go. And we're not taking time to breathe through all of the stuff that we have to breathe. You know, it's like total chaos 90% of the time right now. There is a way where you can keep healthy boundaries and you can provide healing for others by just meeting people with love. And hopefully they will turn around and meet back with love to you. Here's a really good example of exactly what I'm talking about. There was one day where everything was really chaotic. I had to go to I was already really super irritated by the things that had played out during the day. This was, last month. It was only like 3 weeks ago, I think. Like it was not that long ago at all. But I was really irritated with the day, and it was the very end of the day. And then I had to go to the grocery store to get something. And as I was pulling out, somebody pulled out and we bumped bumpers, right? 2 back bumpers. So I was pulling out and the other woman was pulling out, and she got out ready for a fight. She got out of her car ready for a fight. She's like, I was honking my horn and she wasn't honking her horn because I didn't have the radio on or anything, and I didn't hear anything, but it didn't even matter. But she came out like ready and rearing to go and wanting to fight. And I just I looked at her and I said, let's just look at the damage, like real calmly. And I was irritated with the day already. Like I could have easily come back at her with just as much anger as she was giving to me. And because it was automatically my fault. Like no matter what, it was in her mind, it was automatically my fault, right? So I went to her and I was like, let's just calm down. Let's look at the damage. We took a look at her car. It, like, all you had to do was like wipe the bumper and the scratch came out. There was actually more damage, which there wasn't a lot, but there was a little ding in my bumper, and she didn't even have that. It was just a scratch that could be buffed out of her bumper. And I looked at her and I was like, you know what? Here's my information. If you feel like you need to contact me, that's fine. But I don't feel like it's necessary that we need to exchange insurance information or anything like that. And like, she had calmed down so much because I came at her with, it doesn't look that bad. Let's just see what the damage is. We wiped off the scratch on her bumper. Like, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't as big of a deal as what she was making it, because she was starting it in an angry kind of way. So that's what I mean by, and I didn't even realize how calm I was until after I left. And I was like, dang, I really handled that well. Like, I gave myself a pat on the back. I was very adult about the whole thing. I could have easily been angry about it. And so that's what I mean by meeting people with love right now is huge. It's going to, I guarantee you, it will change your day in a hot second. And if you're the person that feels diminished because of the anger, all I'm saying is the way to shift this and bring everything back to center and make everything fair again is to meet people with love. Okay? All right, you guys. I love you. Have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful Saturday. And I will see you guys again Sunday morning. Necklaces are going to be restocked this weekend. Make sure you take it. I'm actually wearing the red calcite right now, which is really, really good for removing blockages from each of the chakras that the color represents. So like, I'm wearing red calcite, and so that really helps with removing blockages from your root chakra, helping you to feel much more grounded. It's a really soothing stone for emotions. So if you're a highly emotional person, I recommend wearing calcite. Any color will do, but I'm wearing the red one right now, and we have I think we have a couple of these available on the website right now, but they'll be restocked. All of them will be restocked this weekend. We have rose quartz, we have aquamarine, we have calcite. The black tourmaline are all gone. I think I'm going to have to go get some more black tourmaline stones because I have more necklaces than I do black tourmaline stones. So, but that one seems to be the most popular. But, and we have pyrite, which what people call fool's gold. But it's actually a really good grounding stone, and it helps with manifestations and stuff like that as well. And it helps with protecting your aura, protecting your energy, to keep all the negative stuff out. 20% off all of my readings this month. Spots are filling up really, really fast. So if you want to get in and have a reading with me, I don't have anything for next week, but I do have stuff for the following week and the week after that. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.